What happens inside your AR-15 barrel when you pull the trigger? In just under 1 second, 62,000 PSI turns a static cartridge into a precisely machined projectile that flies down the barrel, hitting the target shot after shot. I've helped my buddy Josh produce like a 6-hour-long barrel series. We've gone out to the range to test out the different types of barrels, and now, guys, I know all there is to know about barrels. But one thing that Josh forgot about was, how does this thing, a barrel, get this thing, a bullet, to hit one of these, a target? Well, in this super quick video, I'm gonna show you exactly how the AR barrel gets your bullet to your target every single time. Assuming you know how to aim the thing correctly, that is. To help this explanation be as organized as possible, we're going to follow the bullet during its path through the barrel. Let's get started. Let's start with the bullet sitting inside the magazine. When we hit the bolt release, the BCG slides down the receiver. The bullet is stripped from the magazine and guided smoothly up to the M4 feed ramps, which you can see right here, into the barrel extension. One thing I was surprised to learn about when producing the barrel series with Josh was that the barrel extension is a separate component from the barrel itself. It's a separate high-strength steel component, which is commonly made out of 8620 steel. That is threaded and permanently attached to the rear of the barrel blank during the manufacturing process. The SparkNotes version of this little receiver is that it acts like a mechanical bridge, linking the barrel to the upper receiver. Again, it's usually made from 8620 alloy, and it's case-hardened steel, which contains nickel, chromium, and molybdenum. Got it on my first try. It's the standard choice for the barrel extensions due to two vital properties. Number one is its high surface hardness, which withstands bolt friction and protects feed ramps from the wear and tear. And number two is crack resistance, which allows the core to endure extreme firing pressures over and over again. All right, enough about the barrel extension. Let's get back to the bullet. It's now come to rest inside the barrel's chamber, a precisely machined cavity at the back of the barrel's bore, which we'll talk more about later. How the bullet sits inside of this chamber depends heavily on the surrounding steel. If the barrel is crafted from 416 ounce stainless steel, the chamber is cut to exact mirror smooth tolerances designed for peak precision and match grade accuracy. If the chamber is made from 4150 CMV steel or features chrome lining, the bullet rests inside an ultra-hard, heat-resistant vault, built to withstand extreme durability and rapid fire, though the added chrome layer may slightly reduce the maximum accuracy potential. We're ready to pull the trigger, but first let me show you. This is our dummy gun for demonstration purposes, guys, so there is no way this thing can function, and we are using snap caps just to show you guys how everything works together. Now we're ready to pull the trigger. The firing pin strikes the primer, igniting the gunpowder and generating an expanding cloud of gas that rapidly spikes to pressure as high as 62,000 PSI, depending on the load that we're using. The brass casing then swells outward to seal the chamber so no gas can escape backward into the upper receiver. With the bolt mechanically locked behind it, the pressure has only one path of least resistance, violently thrusting the bullet forward out of the case neck and into the rest of the bore. As the bullet is forced forward, it slams into the lead. This is where the barrel's rifling begins. How the rifling was manufactured fundamentally alters the bullet's journey and accuracy downrange. Now, as I said before, Josh and I did an entire episode devoted to just rifling of a barrel, so if you want to get more nerded out on barrels, then go ahead and check out that video right over here. What I will say here, though, is that if the barrel uses cut rifling, the bullet engages grooves that were meticulously shaved away one by one, introducing minimal stress to the metal and providing the absolute highest potential for competition-level precision. But if it is a button-rifled barrel, on the other hand, the bullet glides over grooves that were pressed and ironed into the steel, offering great accuracy and smooth finish, if you can even really feel it. If passing through the ultimate, the best, the only barrel the gun tubers use, I'm talking cold hammer-forged barrels, then the bullet travels down a dense, work-hardened bore. CHF barrels are designed for more extreme lifespan and durability than absolute surgical accuracy, though. But when Josh and I did our barrel testing out in the field, that one gave us the best overall group. And it was the only barrel that got basically more consistent as Josh ran more and more ammo through it. You can see it right here. If you want to find out why Josh and I got this result at 50 yards, then you can check out the video that just came out last week right over here. But it really depends on what your goal is for your build when it comes to barrel selection. We're not quite done with rifling yet because the pitch of the grooves is called the twist rate, which dictates how aggressively the bullet is forced to spin. If the bullet is a heavier projectile, like a 77 grain round, a fast 1 in 7 twist rate violently spins it to ensure gyroscopic stability over long distances. If it is a shorter, lighter bullet, a slower 1 in 9 twist rate applies a gentler spin so the bullet doesn't overstabilize or even disintegrate in midair. Matched correctly, this spin ensures the bullet will slice through the air straight and true rather than tumbling end over end. Just like if you throw a football with a super tight spiral like Caleb Williams or a gentle lob like, I don't know, Jordan Love. There's a lot more to rifling and twist rate that I'm just not going to get into here, guys. So, like I said before, go ahead and check out Josh's video all about this topic. I'm sure you'll love it. Okay, our bullet is now screaming down the bore. Then it flies past a small hole drilled into the top of the barrel known as the gas port. Because the bullet's body is effectively plugging the barrel ahead of the port, a portion of the high-pressure gas is chasing it and is vented up into this hole to cycle the rifle's action. The gas then travels back through the gas tube until it enters the BCG. That's where things get a little more complicated, but let's just stick with the barrel this time, guys. If you want to learn more about how the BCG works, then you can go ahead and check out this video I did right over here in the card. The distance from the gas port to the muzzle device determines the bullet's dwell time, which is a term you might hear thrown around here and there, so let me explain it. It means how long the bullet stays in the barrel after the gas has been siphoned. The specific length of the gas system directly impacts the rifle's recoil impulse and practical accuracy. But why is that? Well, let me explain. If the port is drilled for a short carbine length gas system on a 16-inch barrel, the dwell time is overly long, creating excessive gas pressure that violently slams the action open and causes sharp recoil, potentially throwing off accuracy for fast follow-up shots, which is like the whole point of the AR platform in the first place. However, if the bullet passes through a rifle-length gas system, the dwell time is more optimized, resulting in a much smoother cycle, noticeably less recoil, and allowing us to maintain better accuracy unless you just suck at shooting. But the length of the gas system, as well as the dwell time, is going to depend on the specific barrel you are shopping for. So when you're looking at barrels and you care about the recoil impulse, make sure you look at the spec sheet for what kind of gas system it uses and match your gas tube and your gas block to all of that. Let's get back to the bullet's journey before we wrap it up. The bullet reaches the end of the barrel. This is what we call the muzzle crown. This precisely machined edge is its last point of contact. As the bullet's base clears the crown, the massive wave of high-pressure gas behind it is released all the way around it, evenly, I hope. Because the crown is pristine, the gas dissipates symmetrically, preventing any lopsided bursts of gas from knocking the bullet off its path or creating strange recoil impulses. Thanks to the precise chamber holding the pressure, the carefully machined rifling giving it its spin, the optimized gas system providing smooth and stable cycling, and the crown releasing it carefully, the bullet blasts out into the atmosphere, spinning perfectly, flying straight forward on target exactly where you're aiming it. There is a way to control that gas, and that's with a muzzle device. But guys, there are tons of muzzle devices out there that help us reduce recoil, redirect gas, or everyone's favorite, help make your gun quieter. To learn about how muzzle devices work, I'll see you guys over in the next video, right over here. Oh. Whoa. Crazy, dude. All right.